Hello, and you are watching Sharing Vietnam at 8:30 p.m. on NETVIET VTC 10. On today's program, we have the representative of German trade and investment in Vietnam. Let's say hello to Mr. Thomas Hunt. Hello, Mr. Thomas, and thank you so much for taking your time and joining our talk show today.
Thank you.
Mr. Thomas Hahn was born in northern Germany in 1969 and studied economics in Germany's capital city, Berlin. He joined the organization German Trade and Invest in 1998 and has been posted to various countries. Since 2002, he lived with his family in Asia and had traveled throughout regions. Exploring foreign countries and rural areas by bicycle is one of his hobbies. At least once a year, he is visiting his family in Germany. His hometown is now Hanoi, where the team of German Trade and Invest in Vietnam conduct market research for German exporters and promote Germany as an investment location.
Now, Mr. Thomas, so the investment between Vietnam and Germany somehow is very important in order for Vietnam to access the European market and vice versa for German to access and approach the Asian market. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, both is correct. An investor usually does not look only into the local market. He always has an eye on the regional market. The same goes for the 160 German investors in Vietnam. They are looking closely into the developments of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the ASEAN region, where Vietnam is a very active member and will liberalize and deregulate its market until 2015, and some products until 2018. And this development is very closely looked into by the German companies. The same goes for Germany. Germany is the gateway to the European market. Europe has 27 member states. It has 500 million people living there who are very wealthy, are willing to consume. So Vietnam entrepreneurs should also look into Germany as their gateway to Europe.
So currently Vietnam is very interested in becoming recognized as an open market economy. So how does the investment cooperation between the two countries, Germany and Vietnam, assist Vietnam to solve this issue?
Well, generally an international investor is always interested into a fair market access, in a fair level of playing field of doing business in the new market. So being recognized as a market economy with a market economy status is a very technical issue. There are certain criteria to be fulfilled, and for example, if Vietnam fulfills the requirements of the European Union, the full market economy status will be granted. At the moment, Vietnam has an ad hoc market economy status in the framework of our soon ongoing bilateral free trade agreements negotiations.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for the very first sharing today.
Thank you.
And here we would like to introduce to you a small clip to give you more information about German investment and trade in Vietnam.
Germany Trade and Invest combine the in-depth analysis of foreign market with the extensive knowledge of German key industry and its investment technology landscape. Supported by a network of 60 experts abroad and manufacturing from close cooperation with the worldwide network of German Chamber of Commerce, the Economic Development Agency of the Federal Republic of Germany supports international trade with comprehensive, consistent, and industry-specific market information. Utilizing the combination of wide-ranging global expertise and internationally competitive consulting and survey profile for foreign investors, German Trade and Invest provide up-to-the-minute foreign trade information to German-based businesses seeking to expand international market. German Trade and Invest Foreign Trade Division also provide many services such as business and tax law information, custom trade condition, and etc.
Hello everyone, and welcome back in the talk with the representative of German Trade and Investment in Vietnam. Mr. Thomas. So in Vietnam, German products like food or the beer is very popular and famous. What about the Vietnamese product in Germany?
Oh, Vietnamese products are already very successful in Germany. You can see because the Vietnamese exports to Germany have grown by 30% in 2011, and they are now reached a volume of 4 billion euro. So it's a very good success story. Vietnam mainly exports textile and apparel, foodstuff like coffee, nuts and fruits, as well as furniture. So you can see these are mainly low-tech products. So I hope that in the future, with the development Vietnam and more high-tech production, they will also see more high-tech products in Germany. And some of the products are manufactured in Vietnam by international enterprises and then marketed to Germany under their international brand names and logos. So Germans use Vietnamese products made in Vietnam without knowing it yet. So I would encourage Vietnam businesses to develop their own products, come up with their own designs, and try to develop the German market.
On her visit to Vietnam last year, the Chancellor Merkel really urged Vietnam to import more into the Germany market. So even we are in the surplus of about $1 billion US. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, that's true. Vietnam has a surplus. We have a trade deficit with Vietnam, but also our exports to Vietnam are growing. So the bilateral trade is growing overall. It's a win-win situation for both sides, so it's not a problem for our side. And our Chancellor always encourages internationalization of companies. We welcome Vietnamese businesses and investors. And I think the commercial relationship, a more commercial relationship, will also foster the cooperation between the governments and the people in both countries.
So currently there are a lot of Vietnamese people in Germany. In addition to that, a lot of Vietnamese companies now are interested in investing in Germany. So how does German investment and trade will help them?
Well, these 100,000 Vietnamese living in Germany are the backbone of our bilateral relationship. Some of them live already since one generation there. They work in German companies. They have learned, of course, the German language. And we have also an inflow of students, young people going to Germany who like to study there. And Vietnamese people are doing business in Germany. And if they are interested to invest in Germany, German Trade Invest is there to provide them our full service and to guide them through the whole investment process, consultancy, project management. We are there for the whole period of investment and will assist them in any way.
So in order to investing successfully in Germany, so what kind of thing the Vietnamese enterprises should be aware of?
The German market is a huge market, but on the other hand, it's also very competitive. International companies, all international fight for a market share there. So if you have a very good product, you will find your market niche and a promising market there. And I think Vietnam has a lot to offer to Germany and will be successful.
And here will be a clip to give you more information about the way to promoting German-Vietnamese investment.
Besides the strategic cooperation relation with Vietnam, Germany also supports Vietnam to sign the free trade agreement with the European Union and also help Vietnam in restructuring economy. The characteristic German firm is that they always have long-term investment strategy with advanced technology in order to contribute to the sustainable development of receiving investment country. Despite the difficult economy, the operation of German firm in Vietnam, for instance Robert Bruce, remain high growth, and they have also planned to expand the production in Vietnam. The trade turnover of two countries also increased rapidly in recent time. The General Manager CMAN Vietnam, Mr. Alva, told that in the upcoming time, in order to maintain the economic growth and ensure social security, Vietnam should also focus on strategy to attract investment into high-tech sectors, supporting industry and the environment. They are also the strength of German firm.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Mr. Thomas, so the joint declaration between the two countries in 2011 has made Germany as the second country in Europe after the UK to have the strategic partnership with Vietnam. So how does this kind of thing have the Vietnamese and German develop and promoting the investment relation?
Yeah, our German Chancellor Merkel and Prime Minister Sung have signed this joint declaration in October last year. And it's a very detailed framework and gives us some goals to develop our bilateral relation. It provides also additional funding of $600 million for projects and for Vietnam to overcome its bottlenecks and its development goals. These funds will be channeled into very concrete projects in the fields of environment protection, healthcare, urban planning, training institutions and higher educations. And the projects will be implemented by our development organization, bilateral development organization GIZ, and as well our development bank, the KfW, which, for example, funds part of the second subway line in Ho Chi Minh City, so one of our landmark projects here in Vietnam.
So the prospect of the bilateral relation in the future will be very potential.
Will be very potential, and it will shift, I think, more from the development cooperation to the business cooperation in the future. This is what we are going to see in the next decades.
So what will be the future plan of German trade and investment in Vietnam?
First of all, we will continue with our market research. Our market reports have to be very reliable, are very objective, and have to be always updated every year. We are living in a dynamic world, especially in Vietnam. On the other hand, I would like to increase or work on the business context, increase business contracts and contacts from people to people. We have already many German delegations coming to Vietnam, but I would also like to see more Vietnamese delegations, for example, visiting our international trade fairs. Germany is a leading international trade fair hub for automotive industry, the IAA in Frankfurt, for information communication technologies. So I invite Vietnamese companies as visitors and exhibitors to visit these very important fairs.
So at least for the next 4 years, you will be here and assisting the cooperation between the two countries in Vietnam.
I will do that together with my partners, the German Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who is very active in connecting business people, and the German Embassy, which is helping the business and political delegations visiting both countries. So we work together as a one-stop agency for business people.
Once again, thank you so much for taking your time and joining our talk show today, and we wish you a success term in Vietnam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much once again for your watching today, and if you have any question or recommendation, please send us an email at sharingvietnam@gmail.com. Thank you so much and we will see you next time.
Xin được cảm ơn ông Thomas Han và biên tập viên Minh Ngân. Tiếp theo chương trình, mời quý vị và các bạn cùng đến với câu chuyện hội nhập của ngày hôm nay cùng với biên tập viên Khánh Long.
Cảm ơn biên tập viên Mai Phương. Thưa quý vị và các bạn, một trong những nguyên nhân đang ảnh hưởng đến năng lực, giá trị và cơ hội phát triển của nền công nghiệp Việt Nam là chưa chủ động được nguồn nguyên liệu sản xuất. Tuy nhiên, thời gian qua đang xuất hiện ngày càng nhiều doanh nghiệp tập trung đầu tư cho công đoạn sản xuất nguyên liệu. Câu chuyện của doanh nghiệp sau đây đã phần nào cho thấy tính đúng đắn của hướng đi này.